Hi there, it's Jen, and it is Friday, January 20th. Welcome to my live today. If you're watching the replay, please let me know. And if you're here with me live, let me know. Now, I'm a minute late because I'm having trouble pulling up my draw software. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this screen up here. So, these are the cards that I made last week. And what I do is I always do a draw for the card that I made last week in this week's draw. So, what I want to do is while you're looking at that, I'm just going to see if I can still try to find it. For some reason, it is not showing me the latest year. So, I'm just scrolling here to make sure to figure out where it is. Oh, I think I finally found it. Here we go. 13th. Perfect. Good. So let me just mark all those, and then I'm going to share the screen with you. Okay, that's great. Okay, so I'm back here. I see Nancy there and Josie there. Hi, hi, hi. So last week I made this card, which is using a Celebration Designer Series paper. And so I made this one, and then I showed you two alternates. So if you're there today when the name gets picked, you can pick whichever version you want. Otherwise, I will pick the one I made. So let me just share my screen here. And let's see here. I hope you can see that. So let me just go here. And so the deal is you have to be a client or a potential client, not a demonstrator, and Canadian. So I see Sonia has one. So that's great. Sonia, I have your address and you fit all those criteria. So you will get that card unless you're here live and you would prefer to pick one of those two. So let me just stop sharing the screen here. I actually don't know that that actually worked now that I'm looking. Vesna says she's here first time live. Hi, Vesna. Nice to have you here. Okay, so all you have to do to get in on this week's draw, let me just put this guy aside here, is to comment, like, or share. All those things will get you into the draw. I use some software that automatically detects that you've done those things. So, hey, Ping is watching me live. Hey, Ping, how are you? And Rita is there. Hello, hello. Rita, I sent you a message just a little while ago, so have a look. Just seeing your craft table now, not you. Okay. How's that? Hopefully you can see me as well. Anyways, we want to go to the craft table, so that's fine. So let's just pop to the craft table. And I'm hoping you guys can hear me okay. And now you, okay, so it's just a bit of a delay. Okay, that's fine. No worries. All right, so the stamp set I'm going to work with today is this one. It's on page 11 of this catalog, this pretty purple. I think they made that just for me because I know I love purple. Anyways, this catalog goes until the end of April. And now that I'm saying that, I'm going to just double check. Beginning of May, end of April. Yeah. So this stamp set is called Love for You. And it's sort of a Valentine set, but not 100%, which is why I got it, because I would like sets that do multiple things. So as always, there's a bundle with some dies. So I'm going to show them to you in real life here, but I just wanted to show you what page they were on. And there's some cute samples here. Actually, I quite like this one here. So Much Love for You. That's made with all the really large stamps in the stamp set. So that's kind of cute. There's lots of ways to combine this. So I'm going to make something with that. So here is the actual stamp set. I'm just going to adjust my light a little bit here. Now Josie's saying both. I'm hoping you can just see my craft table by now. Okay, so this is a stamp set. So we've got, like I said, So Much Love. That's that like big saying. There's a for you, so you could put those together or you could separate them out. And then there's a bunch of other little sayings here too, and I'm just going to read them to you because they're kind of small. Each and every day, thanks for all you do. Happy Valentine's Day, happy anniversary, congratulations. Nobody gets me like you get me. I thought that was kind of cute. And then just a little friend as well. So let me just see. I'm just making sure that's both. And I want this just craft table. So I'm hoping that's what's showing is just the craft table. Okay, so that's fun. So let me just open it up. It's photopolymer, so it's easy to line things up. It is called a two-step stamping set. So these flowers here are part of the two-step stamping. So you can, so Josie said yes. I'm not sure if that means just the craft table. Yes. So what you do is you stamp the big outline version. I'm going to show you this. And then what you do is you stamp over top with the less images, but more detail. So there's two of them. So there's that one, you go that one, then that one. And the same with the leaves. You go this one, then this one, then this one. And then there's a couple little extra things, some hearts, and a little inside of the flower if you want. Craft table. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, so that's the stamp set. Now here are the dies, and they are so fun. They're actually kind of almost like a triple thing. So we have here, this is the outline, and I've got a piece to show you. Actually, I think it might be easier to show you this. It goes like this. And I'm actually going to do something with them too. Hold on. Okay. So this is the outline piece, this one here. So it does that whole piece. And then the next layer, and you can pick and choose what you want to do. You don't have to do all of it. In fact, my card today is only using a piece of it. And then this is the next one. So that would be the black layer. And then these little pieces here, love, so what is it? So much love, are the light balmy blue pieces. So you could do that, or you could stamp it and cut it out. But it's really fun layering technique, and you can pick all sorts of different colors. I picked something based on the paper I'm using today, so I'm going to show that to you. So here is like just the thin die cuts. You can use that as well. So there's just lots of options. Oh, here actually, and here's the much. This is the equivalent of what's on there in black. So it's just a lot of fun, so much fun that you can do with this set. So let me start with the paper that I'm going to use. And that is in here. This is the celebration booklet, which is on January and February. And one of the things at the 120 level, I think this is the best thing in the whole book. I love it. I mean, the owls are adorable and all that. Of course, they're called adorable owls. But this to me is just like, there's so much you can do with it. It's called Dandy Designs. It's 12 by 12 inch paper. There's 48 sheets in here, which is 4 of 12 double-sided designs. So let me show you what they look like. And my pack's a bit of a mess because I've been really digging into it. So I think I showed this to you last week too, because I used this pattern last week on, no, not last week, the week before on the card. But let's just pull out some of this. We'll just live with the mess here. I'm going to move it over. So there's all sorts of fun designs. Look at the pretty flowers. And then there's the stars. So like those, you know, some of those are good neutrally cards. There's like a little pattern on there. The glare might be too bright to really show that. Some lines. Let me just see if I can flip through some of those polka dots. Purple. There's just so much in here. There's some more stars. Some more fun polka dots. And the colors are all fun. They're Coastal Cabana, Calypso Coral, Balmy Blue, and I can't remember what else. There's some stripes. It's just really awesome paper. I love it. So to me, that is one of the prizes of the celebration promotion. So I've got some paper here that I've picked from there, and I've cut them up. Now, first thing I'm going to tell you is anyone who is part of my card sketch program, this design that I'm doing is directly related to that. So it is a card that I'm going to use, and I'll put a link in about the card sketch program after, and so you can see what it's all about. But this, for the card sketch program, what I do is I give them a sketch the first week, and then week 2, 3, and 4, I give them cards made with that sketch, so they can see the sketch translated to real stuff. So it's a great creativity jumper offer point. So this is one of my, I actually love this sketch. I've been using this one for years. So I thought it was time for me to share it with my sketch people. So I'm starting with a piece of basic white cardstock, and I'm just folding that in half. And I am going to check your comments there. Ping says, must have this on my next order. Absolutely. It is great paper. Okay, so then I'm going to, and I'll tell you the dimensions of here, but I'm not going to write it down because the card sketch people get all these dimensions. But I'm just going to say them here. So if you really want to, you can pause this video after and get it. So you can see this is like a little puzzle, and it's all going to go together like this. And so using a paper from the same package makes it all coordinate and go together. And I just love these colors. They're so fun. So this is Balmy Blue, Coastal Cabana. There's some mint, I think, in there. It's just really fun and pretty. And/or it could be masculine. That was my thought originally, was to keep this masculine. But then I went and added flowers, which you'll see in a second. So this piece here is 3 by 2 3/4. And it's a very tight border on here. So I'm going to just lay that one down right off the top. And then this one here is also 2 3/4, but now it's 2 1/4 wide. There's that nice stripe. And the polka dots. So again, the same thing. I'm going to try and line up at the side here, and on the bottom, just a nice small border. This one here, like any of these papers would work, both side and back, right? This one here is 1 1/4 wide by 3 1/2. So one of the things I do too is in the card sketch program, I teach people how you can do alternates to this. So you could put a matte layer underneath, but then you would just need to rejig these dimensions just a little bit, make them smaller. And I'm going to put this little piece here, which is 1 3/4 long by 1 1/4 wide. So again, just imagine any designer series paper you have and making that grid to start for your background. So I'm going to add a circle, but you could do something like this, right? I mean, it totally matches. And that could be it, done, your card. What I've done is I've cut out a scallop circle, and these are from the layering circle dies. So they come with both the plain circle and the scallop circle. I don't know if that's supposed to be on there. I think that might be from another set. So I love using those together. So I did that circle and this white circle. So this is how our card is going to get built. So now let's do a little bit of stamping on here. I'm going to start with these two colors. I'm going to get rid of my bone folder here. Nancy says she loves the colors I'm using. Thanks, Nancy. Okay, let me think about this for a second. Okay, so I'm going to start with Balmy Blue to match. So here's the large flower I mentioned on the front. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and I'm going to stamp it on my scrap paper first, and then I'm going to stamp it on here. So I have a little bit of a lighter generation of that color, and then I'm going to stamp the overlay over top of it. All I have to do is just twist it till you can see through the photopolymer. I think it goes like this, because I twisted my stamp, of course. With the photopolymer, you can really see to stamp. And then you get that beautiful overlay color. So you could have 2 different colors of blues, but this is one of my favorite ways of doing this with just one color. And what you do is, again, stamp off. I just re-inked my pad, that's why it's super juicy. And then stamp here, so you get a lighter version of that color, and stamp off, and stamp here. And then I'm going to add the overlay for that one, like this, and like this. Sorry if I'm pulling this out of frame. I'll pull it back in a second. I just have to be able to see. So let me hold that up for you. Pretty, pretty, so fast and easy to make those textured looking flowers. Now, of course, at home, you don't have to have a bazillion blocks. It's always nice, but you don't have to. You can just use one block that you peel off. I just have them so it makes it faster for the live. Okay, so same idea. I'm going to use the Coastal Cabana. I'm going to stamp off, and then I'm going to stamp on my paper. Stamp off and on the paper, and stamp off and stamp on the paper. Ta-da! And then the little overlay here. And again, I'll check your comments there in a second. And like this. And oops, I don't want to stamp that one off. I'm going to hold this up so you can see it before I finish. You can see the difference between this one and this one, for example. Okay, and then it just makes it a more defined image. You don't have to even put those on there if you don't want to. So this is really pretty little border on here. And I'm just thinking about my card. I want to do that and that. So I think I'm going to take the word friend. Oops, I just touched my light. And I'm going to use the Coastal Cabana. And I'm going to stamp it right down here. Friend. Okay, so let me show you how we're going to finish this card. So I have here a piece of black cardstock. And what I did was I took one of our adhesive foam sheets. So this is just like a big sheet of dimensionals, but there's no dimensionals on it, and it's foam. And I put it on the back. It's double-sided, so you like peel off both sides. So you peel off one, stick it on your cardstock, then you're going to die cut, and then you're going to peel off the back. So I thought I'd actually die cut here with you today, because I don't always do all the die cutting. Sometimes I have them already. So what I want is I want the love and the U. So I'm going to get my cute little mini machine. Hello, Vicky. So here's my little mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. This is something that new recruits during celebration can get with their demonstrator kit. So, and it's great. You just have to make sure that your dies aren't any bigger than the platform, which is about 3.5 inches. And you can put almost any length you want there. So it's great for portable stuff and for little wee things too. So the sandwich is plate 1. It does detail it for you here. Then a plate 2 on the bottom. Then your paper. And then I'm going to put my 2 dies with the dies cutting side down. I'm actually just going to flip these around here so they fit the space better. And then another plate on top. Now, even though there's foam on there and this is a little higher than normal, it still should go through. Just going to compress that foam a little bit. And you'll hear some cracking. Okay, and I'm just going to go back one more time just to make sure everything's nice and cut, because that's pretty detailed die. Okay, so let's put this guy out of the way. And all the stuff. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to peel this off. And I'm going to put it away right away. And here. Okay. So let me pull back in this little piece here. So now this is now a letter that is on dimensionals. So sometimes the back will come off as you're peeling this out. So I just wanted to have this piece ready, but sometimes you can get away with pulling it out and then peeling the back off. But no, my back is peeling off, which is easy. That makes it just easier. So this is all sticky now on the back, but I have a couple little bits there that need to get poked out. Hold on a second. I'm just going to get, sorry, loud for a minute. I'm going to get my silicone mat and just lay this on here, because if I laid it on my paper, it would stick to my paper, obviously. I'm just going to dig out those little bits for the E and the O. I love the fact this is already popped up, because it would be almost impossible to pop this up otherwise, because it's so small. So it's a teeny bit fiddly. Not horrible, though. Come here, you. Of course, now it's going to make a liar out of me and be fiddly. There we go. That worked. Just poking it right out. But sometimes you need to see these in real life, right? To get it. Okay, so let me just put this one down. I'm just going to put it down really lightly in case I want to move it, okay? So then my U. And we have adhesive sheets, which you've seen me use before. It's the same idea, except for it's not foam on the back. It's just sticky. And again, I would use these for anything like this, because it's really hard to get adhesive on teeny, teeny bits. You can do it with liquid glue. Some people are very good at it. I am not. I usually make a mess, so I like something that's really kind of foolproof. So let's get this out of the way. And let me put my U down. I will hold this up here. Love you, friend. I'm going to maybe just move this over just a smidgy. Got little wee pieces of paper bits on there. Okay. This is so pretty. Okay, let me hold that up. Isn't that gorgeous? And it's got that 3D look to it. Super cool. So love you, friend. I love it. Because of course we don't have to give Valentine's Days just to partners and things, but also to friends. I have a few friends that I would say this to. Okay, so then I'm going to put that there. And notice I put the adhesive on the black piece rather than on here, because this is all puffy now, so I don't want to wreck it. And I think I'm actually going to pop that up too. Why not, right? Let's pull this over. And of course I used colors from the paper. So the Coastal Cabana and Balmy Blue. I just basically kept to those colors. Okay, I'm going to stick this right on here. Still one little piece of paper on there that's bothering me. Let me just get that off. It's just a little wee paper shard. Come on, you. There we go. There we go. Okay, so here we go so far. Isn't that pretty? Can't go wrong with those colors, Susan said. Seriously. And in the package, there's actually an orange version. So like there's, you know what? Let me just see if I can find it really quick. I'm not done though. I got to add bling. Okay, so I'm just grabbing this really quickly. But look, you could do this color scheme because there's my blue, or this one. I mean, there's lots of different things you could do. Some purple. So that paper pack is awesome. Okay, we need to bling this up, of course. Let's bling it up. I've got, oh, and I did have here to show you adhesive sheets. So this is what these look like. And you just cut them down and use those. So that's what I did on that one little die that I showed you. This one here. So for the top layer here, I did that. So let's just see here. Ta-da! I like this better. I love the flower border. I think it's so pretty. Okay, my favorite embellishments. If you've stamped with me before, you know these are my favorite. These are the Elegant Faceted Gems. They've got a white, a crumb cake / pinky color, and then so that's clear, and then there's the white. So they go with lots and lots of things. So I'm just going to use a package here that I've already got going on. So we'll use the clear because I've got more of those right now. And they've got like they're called faceted because they've got like little sides to them, which I'll hold up. You might be able to see that. So they're really sparkly is what I'm trying to say. They're not rhinestones, but they're still very sparkly. Okay, so look at that. Hopefully you can see the little sparkle there. So pretty. You can even put Wink of Stella or something on there. So I love it. So if you want to get in on the draw to win this, all you have to do is comment, like, and share. As long as you're Canadian and not a demonstrator, I'll put you in my draw for that. So let me just go back here to this version for a second. And so let's see here. Susan said, can't go wrong with these colors. Totally agree. Josie says she loves the card. Thank you so much, Josie. Rita says she'll check out her email. That big pack of paper is nice. I'm going to get on my list order. And Ping said the same thing. Yes, I love that paper. It's awesome. Okay, so if you don't have those catalogs that I showed you, this one and the celebration one, which of course is now hiding on me, let me know. I'm happy to give you those. As long as you don't have a demonstrator already, I'm happy to help you out. So that is all I have for today. I'll get that card in the mail to Sonia, one from last week. And I will be here again next Friday. If you ever have any requests, please let me know. And I appreciate you joining me today, whether you've joined me during the live or whether you're checking out the replay. Thanks, everyone. Have a great weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.